Hi. So I've done a little bit of work that has allowed me to, hopefully this is streaming. I have not ever done it this way before. Hopefully this is streaming. Hopefully you guys can see it on the group. We might be on Twitch as well. I just don't know. I don't know, Captain. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna have a wee look, you see, at what's going on over here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Don't know what's going on. So I'm just gonna have a wee look, you see. Amazing. So yeah, we're on. Yay, it works. It works. What happens if I turn my screen this way? What happens then? Anyway, let's just see what that does. So hey, that's better. That is better. That is better. That is better. I think I need to get into my Twitchy. Anyway, so if you're seeing this today, we are working on an exercise to look at character arcs, which would be nice, right? That'd be nice. That would be nice. Oh, I can't sign into Twitch. So I think I'm monitoring YouTube. Am I on the YouTube? I'm on the YouTube, so if you want to chat. Oh, there's Abby. Hey, Abby. The family rock is in the building. My God, hello. You can speak to me on YouTube. You can speak to me on Patreon. If you're on Twitch, you can't speak to me because I can't see. I can't see the chat, so you'll need to come to either Patreon and chat in underneath or over on YouTube. So if you're on Twitch, tough luck, my friends. So today, what else I want to tell you? Oh yeah, so actually now that I don't have to have my camera on, I do feel a lot better about live streaming. Because having to go through the stress of making sure the environment's good and all of that, it's a real pain. So if I don't have to do that, then great. Fantastic. And now that I've got an iPad, I've got my mum's secondhand. My mum gives me everything. I'm so lucky to have my mum. She gave me her car when she didn't want it anymore. She gave me this iPad. And this iPad has actually just opened the world of drawing up, which I don't think you can do unless you have a tablet. Not really. I mean, obviously you can do it in real life. Of course you can do it in real life. But like Abby does with her books. What program is this FR? It's Fresco. It's Adobe Fresco. I've probably not spelled arcs. How do you spell arcs? Is that right? Let's just do it. It's Adobe Fresco. The reason I'm using this, and I'm not actually completely sold on it, I have to say, is because it's free. You can't. There's some features you don't get in the free version, but most of the stuff that I'm using is free. The only problem is everyone's building paint brushes and whatnot, brush sets for Procreate. And I've actually found Procreate to be quite difficult to use because I've actually learned it. I guess it's because I've learned this one. So I kind of like to stay in Adobe Fresco. I can animate in here as well, which is nice. However, the animation tool in Procreate Dreams is better. And I've paid for Procreate Dreams, which was like, I don't know, £12 or whatever. But I think I'll probably go to Procreate. Sorry. I think I'll just go to Procreate, to be fair. Yes, so it's Adobe's version of Procreate. That's right. So Abby's asking over on YouTube. And this is the first live stream I think I've done where I've had live people. So thank you, Rock Family, for hanging out. Oh, I'll just turn my phone off. Where's that then? Yeah. So anyway, I've learned this one. The different, also another difference between Fresco and Procreate, for anyone who this might be relevant to, sorry, is that Procreate limits the amount of layers you can have. So if you think about like an animated scene, you'll have a background, that'll be one layer. You know, you might have like a building, that would be another layer. You know, you might have a character having 10 layers, whatever. I don't know what the limit is. It is quite high, but it is limited, but Fresco doesn't have a limit. Other things, Procreate, if you're tracing, you can make the original that you're tracing from private, so it doesn't come up on the wee on the wee video of, you know, the wee video of you drawing stuff. That probably makes no sense, but you can do that on Procreate, but you cannot do that on Fresco. And Fresco, people are asking for it. Another annoying thing that you can't do on Procreate or Fresco, but you can do in Procreate Dreams, is if you take a video of a thing, you make that you make every frame a PNG. You can import that into Procreate Dreams, and then you could draw each frame separately. So you're ending up tracing a video. If they brought that into Fresco, that would be me done. That would be me done. I'd just stay in here. So we'll see. Yeah, so the other thing that's great about this system is you can make it big or tiny. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And yeah, that makes it pretty well done. I quite like it. So I do. So over on Patreon, there is a chat function. Death and Glorious chat. It's the best place to chat, or you can just do it in the comments on this page, or join us on YouTube. You cannot comment you can comment if you're on Twitch, but I won't see it. I won't see it if you're on Twitch. All right. So what I wanted to do today is turn on my thing. Turn on this thing, and I'll try not to hit the iPad too much, although you might get a little bit of that. Yep. Okay, so we want to do like, okay, go over here. Right, so character arcs, right? This is, so where I've come up with this, let me just start this again. So I went swimming the other day. I was trying to get some inspiration for this story because I was getting a bit stuck as to what I was doing. And then I was bobbing around in the sea, as you do. Bobbing about in the sea. And I thought, well, the stories are just waves, aren't they? They're just waves of each character, and then the stories like the sea. Right? And then I saw on Facebook video like a talk by Kurt von Goit. I don't know how to pronounce his name, from Slaughterhouse-Five fame and other sci-fis and stories, giving a speech to a university or something, where he drew character story arcs as waves on an XY axis. And how do you pronounce that, Ali? How does von Goit, how do you pronounce it? Von Goit? I don't know. Anyway, so he did a thing about stories and how character arcs should go up and down and blah, 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 blah. So I thought, oh my goodness, I've just hit my pen off my table and flung it across the room. So I thought what I'd do would be to... I've just ruined everything. I've ruined everything. The wee Roomba vacuum has just started. And woo-wee. Ruined bloody everything. Just because my pen's on the floor. Alright, pen's back. Von E. Goot. Von E. Goot is how Abby thinks it's pronounced. Alright, cool. All right. So let me just go back here. So what we need to do is, he was doing this talk about character arcs on a y axis, right? So like if we imagine like this is like a mediocre line. No, let's get rid of that. Let's color that. So this is like everything. That's not red. There we go. So if we imagine that this line is everything is fine. There is no story because everything is just great. Everything. It's just super. And without adversity or something, then there is no story, right? So if we then put green. Good. No, bad to the bottom. Bad. Good. Yep. So that's our thing. I'll put another chubby on top. Right. So our story, for example, what was the one that he said? I don't remember what he gave. Anyway, it's like a character can start having something really good, being in a good position, and then something makes them have a really bad time, and then they come back and they end up better than they started. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what I thought I would do, another one, I've done it again. Oh my God. I've just hit the pencil again off the table and flung it right across the room. What is wrong with me? Oh, and this time it's further away and the Roomba's in the way. I know. Poor little fucking white girl's got problems because her Apple Pencil has been flung across the room and her robot fucking vacuum cleaner's in the way. What a number. What a freaking number. All right, let's try not to do that again. Right, so my idea, hold on, let's just get rid of this. So you can also have a character that starts off, down in the crap and then gets good at the end. So I thought it would be worth me just drawing a line for each of my characters and seeing where that takes us. And they're laughing at me over at YouTube. Yep. So this is bad. This is good. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a line for each of my characters. And thankfully with this stuff we can make it really big or really small. It's literally practice exercise, right? Who are we going to start with? Well, why don't we start with people who start off at the top? So who starts at the top? Boadicea Burnham. Burnham starts at the top for sure, right? So let's put her... Burnham. Why can't I write on this? Whoop. Yeah, Burnham starts really high. Does she start right at the top? No, yeah, I should have done this. Let's just put that on a different line. Burnham. Bernie. Da la la, let's make her small, let's put her here. Yeah. Cool. So she starts good. Then her trajectory slowly gets better and better until we're in the middle. Where the middle of the story happens. So let's put a line in to show where the middle of the storyline. So we've got some sort of timeline going on here, shall we? Timeline. Let's call this the middle of the story. Middle of the story. Cool. So she reaches her peak at the middle. She starts off really well. She, you know, let me just get rid of that. What is happening? I don't know what I'm doing, but I do it anyway. Just do the timeline along the bottom. Oh yeah. So, yeah, I've done that. I've done that, Abby. I've done it. Right. Boop. Boop. Okay. So Burnham starts good. Right? No, I don't want that. I want this. Right? She starts fine. She goes along here. She gets to the expansion plan and she's launching her new ship. So she goes up to right here. So the middle is when we get that big explosion. We have a huge explosion. Yes. Right. And then she kind of plateaus a wee bit because there's a civil war going on. And then there's a slow decline. There's some kind of decline. Is it slow? Does she die? Can we kill her? I don't know the answer to that. Let's put her in a slow decline to the end. Let's put her in a slow decline at the end. And this is just an exercise. It's just an exercise. Remember, that decline line's not steep enough. Because why? Because everybody dies, baby. Everybody dies. I don't think it would be a nosedive though. I think this line is now that I'm thinking about it, which is the reason we're doing this. She's probably got a steady decline. If I'm honest, there's probably some kind of, a steady decline and then dead. Rick says, it's a death and glory story, so yeah, of course she does. Everybody does, baby. Everybody does. So, I've done that last line wrong. So, does she die before the end? Don't know. So, I think that's probably her timeline. Let's do Octothorpe next. You heard that? You heard this pen hitting that table, but I held on to it this time. Whew. Right. Let's do another colour. So Octothorpe's probably orange. Now, where does she start? She's already like the world's most famous YouTuber. So that would mean that she starts off pretty good. She starts off pretty good. Maybe I need it on a string around my neck. I definitely do. Can you get little pen holders that go around your neck for Apple pens? I don't know. Because there's no holes to put a string in it. Oh, I could just attach it. I could put the power thing in. If it wasn't powering something else. Anyway, I go on. Anyway, Octothorpe starts off really high. Does she actually... She starts off well, but it's kind of normal for her. She's not on a specific high of her career. Maybe she is. So she's probably in between the red line and Bernie when she starts. And then she just has like this, she is like the narrator. And as her character develops, she goes from like a young girl who's just like vapid and YouTubey influencer, social media influencer, and she becomes like the galaxy's main source of news, and also starts turning reasonably rebellious, and then helps some characters mutiny on a ship later on. So I think she just has a big rise until she's dead. But I mean, she'd have to We'd have to get her some kind of stress, wouldn't we? I don't know, because if you think about the character in The Expanse, I don't know what her name is, who's the journalist. Oh, she does have some peril because she gets thrown out of a ship at some point. On a lanyard clip. Yeah, I could do that. Maybe that's a new merch item. Death and Gloria Apple Pen lanyard clips when you are a complete numpty. For complete numpties only. Oh, on a side note, I've had an idea for some merch where I'm going to do like little, like those escape tag things that have on planes. It's kind of fashionable right now. I was thinking I'd do a set of those that were different colours, and I might put LEDs in them so that they light up. Can I get an LED clapper thingy so you can find your keys in the dark? If I don't do LEDs in them, then what I could do is do the symbol in like a reflective, do like an earth symbol. I need to get a new earth symbol. Yeah, so like, it's like, it's basically like a little, I don't know how to describe it. I have them at home. It's like a little ribbon with hooks on either end that you can just hook onto stuff. Usually you see them as like plane tags, which says please remove before evacuation or whatever. I think if you just Google plane tags. Maybe if I just Google plane tags. Plane tags. Plane tags. No, that's spelled wrong. Restart. It's PLNE. That's nothing now. There's one. I'll dump it in the thing. I'll put it in. Bop. Go. It's like no, a fire extinguisher tag is, did that actually go anywhere? Yeah. Remove before flat. I'll whack it in the Patreon as well. I'll whack it in the Patreon, yeah. Merch reference. Anyway, so doing like versions of these. Maybe I can put like, I don't know, put an air tag in it or something so you can find your keys, or I could just put LEDs and a clapper thing. They can't be that expensive. And then each one is coloured to a different planet, and then, the symbols on it are a different planet. But I definitely need a different symbol for Earth because, the circle with the line in the middle, the cross in the middle, it's just too Nazi looking. Same with my logo really, but maybe I just put my logo for Earth. Anyway, where was I? So Octothorpe starts off good, but not, it's kind of normal for her. She's not on a normal, she's good, so she's probably about here. So let's put her in. Not that one. Oh, goodness me. Let's put that one in. Octo. Da-la-la-la-la. Octo. Lovely. And then she kind of ticks along. Blah, 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 blah. She does kind of have an upwards thing because she gets invited to the big ship to talk. So she gets invited off Venus and she's on high here. But I think she must have something. Maybe she has something bad happen to her at this point that turns her against Boadicea Burnham because she was a big fangirl of Bernie. So maybe I need to sort that out. Yeah, those plane tags are pretty cool. So that's a merch item I've got in my head. So where were we? So she gets invited to the big ship. She's at this middle point with the rest of the characters on the big ship. Something bad is probably going to happen at that point, because why not? So she's probably got a wee bit of a dip there. But then I think that she goes like this. I think she has a meteoric rise after that, you know, until as much as a meteoric rise anyone can have, and then I don't want her to die before burning. Oh, come on. Boop. Yep. That has kind of solidified my idea of her a little bit more. I'm going to get rid of this red line because it's confusing. Let's get rid of that. Make all that black. Let's make it all black. So, oh, no, I'm still on that. Middle. And start. I think that's obvious. Right. Bloop. Yep. So that's that. We've got the twins. They would be green. Green. Let's make them green. Kind of a darker green. I like ending all of these cards. Yeah. So, the twins are actually two characters, right? And they have different. Right. So they start off at the bottom of the pile. They kind of start off fine for them, their normal life, which is, you know, around here. So but they're kind of lower. So let's have a twin, one. All right, let's just do the twin one. So they start off all right. They kind of start off here, right? Chugging along. Very quickly, shit goes south for them. Then they truck along a little bit. And then in the middle, they're probably at a better point, you know, of their lives. But, you know, I think the middle, stuff starts slowly getting better for them. So they are better. I would say that they are better by then. By the middle, because they've had their problems on Earth, they've escaped Earth, they've managed to get onto the Vita. They've been picked up by the Vita Gloriosa, and now they're a ship's crew, and they're reasonably happy until this thing happens. Although this is only one twin, by the way, because the twins don't actually have the same trajectory as each other. So let's get another color. Let's have a light green. So we're not going to worry about who's which twin at this point. It's not important. So twin 2 starts off here. And they get bad. They follow this trajectory down. Oh, I don't want to. Hold on. What am I drawing on? I've done all this on the wrong panel, so I'm just going to take it all out and redo it. Wrong panel. Which one's this? It's Octo? I want another panel. Sorry, wrong layer. Sorry. Don't know what's going on. So let's just make this one twin one. Doesn't matter in the colours. That's not important. So they start here. And then stuff goes bad. Bloop. It's not the worst, but it is bad. And then it goes about here. And then they are about there when we get to the middle. Right. Twin 2. Twin 2. Let's put them on separate. Twin 2. Twin 2 follows along this one. And then nosedives even further than twin 1. I mean, pretty bad. Bad times. They're not dead. Yeah, so you're not dead. And then this kind of happens. That keeps them lower. Yeah, that puts them here. So they're, I mean, I don't think they can get, they're coming up, but it's not at the same level. It's not as good a curve as the other one. So I think we're probably there. Dub. So I think twin 1 actually keeps going up after this. So my idea with the twins is that 1 is the light one and 1 is the dark one. So let's just put it to the colors, right? So twin 1, it survives to the end. Twin 2 may not. The other thing is that so my idea for the twins was if there is a traumatic event happening, we only ever see it through the eyes of the dark twin. When nice light things happen, we only ever see that through the eyes of the light twin. So they can both talk to each other and all that kind of stuff. But we're viewing the world through different lenses, essentially, after the death of their mother, which happens at their lowest point. I've also made a decision today that the person who's going to kill everybody, so if you don't want to know, close your earballs now, is the twin 1. Twin 1 is going to smash the big ship into the sun. And Zeb is going to help them do it. Yeah. So, after the middle, when there's a huge explosion and it kills loads of people in the galaxy, there is essentially a massive Earth Zero mutiny, which is going to take over the big ship. It's going to be led by twin 2, probably. They're probably going to have to die. And then twin 1 is going to kill everybody. Yep. It's going to be him or her. I have not decided on which sex is going to have a relationship with Zeb, who is Lynch's assistant. Return to the sun. Yep. So on that line, twin 1 continues up. How far up do they go? That's the question. They probably go, it's probably not like a good thing. It's not, they go up. Where's my green? There's my green. It's probably like a steady up. I think they're going to be held back by the fact that their twin's going to die. So, and then they end. Twin 2. Boop. Twin 2. I think they're going to have a gradual up, aren't they? Woo. Just when we think that they might be out of the water. I don't think it's going to be like a straight line up. It's going to be boop, beep, beep, boop. There's going to be a lot of adversity and whatnot they'll have to deal with. I think actually, this one shouldn't be straight either. I mean, let's face it. So, no, wrong color. Beep. This is probably something like that. Yep. And then, when are we going to kill the twin? when are we gonna kill the twin? Man, these twins have a bad time. Bad time. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll put the, right, so there's this. They join their twin. Oh, where'd that just go? Come on. What has gone on there? Like, right. What I'll do, and this is just literally decided this second, is that this will happen. They could have a boss battle, couldn't they? They could have a boss battle. Would they have a boss battle? With Boadicea? And then she kills one. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Right, so this line here, I'm kind of excited about this. Has to be rough. This has to be rough, right? Because they killed their mother. Okay, it was an accident, but still. So they have to really battle their way back up. And they just get to the point of matching the level of their twin. They have a bit of a hoo-ha. But with Boadicea, maybe not. I mean, it does make sense that on her way down and their way up, they would cross paths. I mean, and that one just fucking ends. I just killed one of my main characters. Ah! It's only a line on a page, love. Calm down. That's fine. See, this is literally the best thing. I can literally see how my waves and characters are fitting in with each other. Whew. That's actually really quite stressful when I drew that line. Oh dear, that is pretty stressful. Okay, so who else have we got? We've got Lynch. Is Lynch going to die before the end? I don't know. Let's just draw this line and see where the line takes us. Honestly, this is a great exercise that I have just done. Let's do Lynch in red. Okay, so Lynch. Lynch is, he's probably all right. He's not as low down as these guys. I think the twins have probably started a wee bit early, a wee bit high. I feel like. But Lynch is probably about here. Like, he's fine. Lynch is probably about there. And does anything really happen to him? No, I don't think so. I think he kind of ticks along. Along here. I think he kind of ticks along. And then, yeah, he probably gets a wee bit heroic, a wee bit more heroic around this period, because there's a whole catastrophe's happened to the station. The whole catastrophe has happened to the solar system, so he would probably start becoming a bit heroic. Hero. What's that word? He becomes a bit of a hero. Does he die though? And then he probably he's probably on the same trajectory here. I think there's only it's probably a bit more adverse than that. It probably matches this one a wee bit. Does he have a boss battle with Boadicea? Oh, I don't know. Does he die early? I don't feel like he does. I don't want to end this line early, so I think though he might know what's going to happen. I think he might have information, so we'll have him plateau about there, and then he can. I don't need to really draw that line, do I? It's just like the death line. Just drawing the death I feel happy with that. Zeb's easy one to draw in, actually, because he will mirror one of the twins. So Zeb is probably in here. He doesn't own a ship, but, you know, life's not terrible for him. He's in it. Actually, you know what? He's in a far better place now than when he started. He starts our story in a better place than his life started. So I think he's probably here. Zeb. And he follows along with Lynch. And then he meets the twins. So I would say his life starts getting a wee bit better when he meets the light twin. So let's say it's there. Because he starts to fall in love with a twin. Oh, yeah. So then he has to follow basically the line of this one. What's he's going? He's going up. Oh, yeah. Everybody's going up because there's a big battle, whatever. Whoop. And then he'll die. Amazing. Let's maybe just draw in a big black line, shall we? A big fat black line. Woo. Death. Very different way of doing a character arc. Oh yeah, and you spelt it right, so I don't know how to spell arc. I wish I did this with mine now. Well, you know, you've got more stories than you, I'm sure. Also, hello, Lawrence. Thanks for joining us. Abby and Ricardo are the Rock family. The family of Rock! So it's nice to have you all together. It's nice. Just a wee reminder, if you're watching on Twitch, you need to come to either patreon.com, death_and_gloria, or over to YouTube, if you want to chat, because I can't see the chat. There's too many things going on. I'm trying to do some work, so stop giving me griefs. All right. So he falls in love with twin one. Is twin one the female or the male? I don't know. Am I able to write a boy-on-boy story, romance story? Is there any difference between writing a romance story between two boys and a boy and a girl? I don't know. I don't know the answer to any of that. But I'm not willing to tie myself down to that one just yet. So I would like to, what would I like to do? So Zeb falls in love with one of them. The reason we need Zeb to finish to help the twin is because the twins are on Earth. They weren't born in space. They have very little time to learn a lot of stuff to do with space. And they can fight, so they are able to shoot and guns and whatnot. So they have that skill, but they don't have any spaceship skills or space skills. So you need someone who was born in space to help them. And Zeb was born in space, and Lynch could help them, but he's too old. So that is helpful, and that's the first time I have actually said out loud that Zeb's arc follows the thing. I'm going to change this because now that I know how to spell arc, spelling is not my strong suit. And that's okay. Who needs to spell nowadays, eh? Spelling. Hey. My mum would be very upset at me saying that on a live stream. So nobody tell her, please. Nobody tell her. Who else have we got? Lynch, Zeb, Luna, not Luna, Trella Moon. I always thought Trella would die early. Did you hear about that state in US that banned a bunch of books, including some of the fantasy author who I have in my to be read pile? Oh, no. I did not. Oh, is it because it's got... What is it? Yaoi? Is that what it's called? Boy on boy romances? I mean, I'm into it, but, you know. I'm into it as much as I'm into, like, writing any romance nonsense. I don't know. Postmenopausal now, I don't really care. I'm more into killing everybody. That was before I was even menopausal. I was into killing everybody. So, I don't think I've written any romance. Anything romantic. That's so weird. I can't. There's a wee heart right in the way of me seeing what it is you're actually saying. Pop up chat. Does that help? Oh, it's girl on girl, yeah. Romanticy. Romanticy. How nice. Where was I? Who have we got left? Oh, Trella. Trella. Trella, 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 Trella. So, Trella starts off, I will make her blue. That just came into my head. That is an executive decision that I have just made, that she will be blue. Thank you. Artistic director here. So, Trella starts off as happy as she could possibly be when she's on her own lab with her cat. And she's been completely left alone. So she probably starts off quite good up here. Oh, I need a new one. I need a new thing. Hold on. Trella, Trella, Trella. Trella, 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 yeah. This is getting a wee bit out of hand, so let's just put some of these in a wee group. Get in the group. Yeah, mop it. Pack down your e-folder. Alright, so Trella is up here. Is she higher? Yeah, because she's happy. She's at her happiest here. Trella. And then she has a good time right there. And all was downhill for her. She's still, like, okay. She's still got a job. She's still got all this. She just doesn't want to work on the big ship. So we'll put her down here. And then she ticks along. And then, so she probably ticks along here. And then stuff goes bad for her when her ship engine explodes, essentially. But she knows about it just before it happens. And that's when it happens in the middle. This is the middle. What happens to her after this? I don't know. Well, what would adversity do to her? I don't know. What makes you pick a specific color? I don't know. I just picked it out of my head. Oh, I think it's because I've drawn her in a blue overalls. The twins are green because they are eco-warriors and soldiers, and they wear urban warfare, like preppers or whatever. So yeah. Otherwise, the colours are pretty arbitrary. Is arbitrary the right word? Don't know. Don't even know how words work. So if Trella is in a bit of trouble once the engine explodes, what does she do? It's like, I don't know. This is where I got stuck before, because I started, like, when I was starting writing characters after the middle, I started with her, and there's not really a lot for her to do. So, I don't know. I'm just going to put a question mark at the end of hers. I don't know. Gagarin, the ship's cat. He doesn't really do anything. And he should have been orange, because he reminds me of Garfield. So the ship's cat, I think, well, he's just a cat. He's a possibly robot cat, so let's Make him purple. Gagarin, the ship's cat, named by the fans over in the Death and Gloria. He's probably just like ticking along. I don't see him doing much. Then, you know, then he dies. Who else have we got? We've got Jake, who helps the twins early on. Jake. So I don't know how much he's going to appear, but he does have an arc. He does have an odd arc. Let's make it my blue turquoise. So he probably starts. I think Octo's too low down, you know. Jake is pissed. I think Jake's probably at reasonably top of his game. Let's put him there. He probably we don't see him a lot, but he probably takes around until like here when he dies, because Terror City 1 gets blown up. Twins' mother, which we are now calling Mum, because we do have another mother character. So she starts off bad. She starts off so bad. Mum, bloop bloop. Our story starts with her terrible. She gets I guess she gets she has a little flicker of hope. And then she's dead. That's it. She is dead. Who else we got? Oh, Raj. We've got Raj, and also Mars. So, I don't know. This is where it starts getting a bit odd, doesn't it? Raj should be RNG as well. Poor old Mum, you know. So we've got two mother characters, but one of them's an AI, so their story is a flat line because they're an AI. They don't really have an arc as such. So the first Mum is the mum who's in the drug den who gets accidentally killed by her own twin. And then the twins escape onto the Vita Gloriosa, where Lynch and Zeb are the crew. And Lynch has an AI on board that he has programmed with the personality of his long dead mother. So she's very motherly, calls him dear and whatnot, asks him to watch his language in front of guests, all that kind of stuff. So if you imagine in Red Dwarf, when the holograms are the personalities of the people who have died, so he has just brought his dead mother back to life as the ship's AI, and he calls her mother. I mean, did they call the AI in 2001 a mother as well? Is that a term I can use, really? Yeah, probably, because my audience are probably not the same audience that have watched 2001, I think. Mum is dead. So, characters in our horror side are the twins. Trella, I had is like kind of like a geek who was into traditional music, earth music, historian, very heavily based on my own mum. But realistically, I don't think that's going to play musically for me to have like acoustic, one of the EPs to be acoustic music. So I don't know what it's called. in 2001. So that's not going to work. Basically, they need to be gothic electronic music, really, for it to even fit in with the rest of the music. So I am changing Trilla Moon away from being like a geek that isn't cool to being more like Abby in is it NCIS or JAG or whatever that, you know, the goth forensic chick with the pigtails who's always listening to like death metal. Anyway, to more like her, so that she can listen. Her theme music can be more electronic based. I really love an album from 2015 called Meteoric, or maybe Meteor. No, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Meteoric. By IAMX, who used to be one of the Sneaker Pimps, if anyone remembers them from back in the day. And their 2015 album is just amazing, and you should all go and listen to it. Do I have Spotify on here? It's a good album, and I really want like Trilla to be involved in that kind of music for her EP, which is kind of like we need to know what she's doing towards the end, because she's the most likely to have an EP. So let's just circle these out. Just get a different color. Deep purple. This is likely to be an EP. Octo will be an EP. Bloop. And the Twins will be an EP. I think if we could get 3 EPs out of it. Maybe Bernie. Maybe. Let's do it with key over here. EP. Phone home. Bloop. I think. Oh, and Zeb will get a bit of an EP as part of the Twins EP. Yeah, that's fine. So who do we have to put in here still? We still have to put in Mars and Venus dudes. So let's do that. So Raj, Octo's father, who lives on Venus. So he starts off great. Him and Bernie are probably around the same. Raj. Right? He ticks along. He's having a great time. He's like, yeah, cool. Cool. Not really much of a storyline. We do see him a bit. He's quite enjoying himself. He's having a good time in his farm, all the rest. This happens. Right? He's dead. But he's not dead. Not really. We think he's dead. But he's not. So he comes back. Oh my God, back. Then what? He maybe comes back. And then steady decline to death. So we've got this character who can just appear. He's a very powerful character. He can maybe like back up the boss battle. Maybe that's it. I'm literally writing this as we're talking. We're assuming there's going to be some kind of looking for there to be some kind of boss battle around here. I am writing this as we go. Oh yeah, making it up on the spot. This was such a good idea of mine. Well done, me. Let's just put that in. I don't want to draw a circle. I just want to. Boss battle. Because the end battle in this end section is not one of, because they can't even get to we have to destroy the bosses to even have a chance of getting to the end, and it's a morality battle at the end that they have to go through between them all for the end to happen between the main characters. So brush. Is this brush? Oh, I put too many people in the same one. Anywho's, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The grand scheme of things, it does not matter. So Raj comes out from freaking nowhere at some point in and around here. Looks as if he's gonna do good. But oh, maybe he kills this twin. Maybe he kills this twin. And they both die in a flame bomb. Maybe. Yep. Maybe that happens. It doesn't matter. We'll write it as we go. It's fine. Isn't called Hal? It is called Hal. You're right. Someone has a computer called Mother. Oh, is it Alien? Is it Alien? I think it might be Alien. In which case, that fits right into my universe, if it's Alien. Okay. So, we have one more character. A corporation guy from Mars. Does he do a lot? I don't know. Does he actually do anything? He's going to be like a red. Because Mars is red. Oh, by the way, these aren't like the set colours for these characters. I mean, I'm just dragging shit out. Sorry if my cursing. Sorry. I try not to curse, but I get so excited and then I don't give a fuck. Woo-wee! Is Mother the one Ian Holmes' character? Yeah, that's why. I think that's what I thought. Yeah, I think it is, which is fine because I can steal from. I'll happily steal from Alien. I should go and watch that film. I should go and watch a new Alien film in the cinema. Could do that. Could do that tomorrow. Literally have nothing going on. Because I'm in a cabin in the woods. Anyway, I dissect. I'm happy to steal from the Alien franchise. Happy to steal from the Alien versus Predator. Is it Alien 4 or Predator 3? That's a big life questions. I quite liked it. Yeah, the acting was bad, but I quite liked it as a film. I also liked the computer game. Alien vs Predator on the Jaguar. That's like my first boyfriend times. I mean, like when I was 14, 15, 16 years old. My first boyfriend had a Jaguar and we used to play that. And also, he had Resident Evil for the first time. Oh my God. I played it on my own because when I was that age, as suppose most girls do, they just sit around watching their boyfriends playing video games. Obviously, that's not the same now, but back then, that's more likely what was happening. And I would be the navigator, so I'd be like, oh yeah, so I'd be reading the maps and he'd be killing things. And then one day he was out and I was playing Resident Evil on my own, and just as like a bunch of zombies jumped out, the doorbell went, and honestly it just scared the shit out of me, and I just never played it again. It's like, I'm not having anything to do with it. Acting was so bad, but I kind of enjoyed it too. Yeah, it was a good film. It was actually a good film. I think the aliens fighting each other or whatever was pretty good. Did we end up with an alien dog at the end of that one? I can't remember. Yeah, they were good. They were good. Of course, you could play as a space marine, but why would you? You could play as a space marine, but why would you when you had the chance to play as an alien or a predator? Amazing. Obviously, the Predator was the better one. The Alien was just fucking awful. Like, what have you got? Acid for blood and some teeth? What else? So we have another character who is the commander of Mars, builds the ships. All that nonsense. Okami. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I'm lost. I don't think he has much. I don't really think he has much at all. You know, he's up here with these guys. So let's just write him in. Akami. We can always come back. We can always change it. That's why it's an exercise. So our... Yeah. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Akami. Akami. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't have anything for him, so he's just going to take along. He could die at this point, because he could die. Or he's just on Mars, and I don't really want to throw in another boss battle. I don't want to throw them into another boss battle. I just think they flatline. Let's just put them in as a flatline for now. I don't see much going on there. So if we look at this chart, right, we can see that the first half of our story is really taken up in pretty much entirely by Trella, the twins, I think Jake has to die earlier. Well, Jake just falls away from the story earlier. I think. I'm just not going to be able to find that line. Where are you? That's another thing. That's another thing with this. It's like it doesn't. You can't name these. Well, you can, but then it doesn't come up to say what they are. So this is really annoying. That you don't have good labels for your decent labels for your what do you call them? Layers or whatever it is. Oh yeah, like I put loads of them on the same one. Dork. I think this blue one needs to. I need to turn the light on. It's dark. It's dark. Space Marine was basically a first person horror game. Was that the first? Basically a first person, horror game. Yeah, it was good. It was really easy to play as well because I'm not a gamer and I just found it very easy to play. So Jake, I think his like character line is done. I've got some baddies and stuff, so he's not dead, but we don't really talk about him. We'll talk about him later. Let's just rub this out. Let's just rub this out as best we can. Because we foolishly got it all wrong. Boop. That's fine. It's alright. It doesn't need to be neat. It just needs to be done. That's all. Just remember that. So Jake's character just ends. There's like the one-eyed bad guy. I don't think we've named him. So Jake's storyline just ends like there. He's only in the beginning. Maybe we get him back. I don't know. So we've got some gangsters. I'm not gonna draw them in too much, but I've just literally had a thought. So what if, right, we have these gangsters, Earth gangsters, the twins fight them, the mother gets killed, the twins go into space. We then have this apocalyptic thing happens in the middle. Terror City 1 gets blown up. Maybe the gangsters get into space and maybe they're part of the mutiny that's happening around here. And then they have to face, they're on the twin side now. They're all in the same boat. Maybe they meet up or something. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to write the gangster. It's because they're around here, aren't they? So maybe that's a scene. I don't know. I've literally just thought it up out of my head. It's just popped into my head. Gang. The drug gang, right? So they have a bad time of it. They have a good time here. And then they have a bad time of it. Like really bad down here. And then they kind of disappear. They're not dead. And then, Oh, flip. They have a bad time. They shouldn't be lower. They should not be lower than the twins. There's a lot of people starting it. So the gang. Let's put the gang in here. Gang. They have a bad time because the twins have attacked them. If they're not as bad as them, that's fine. Then they kind of tick along to here, because we don't really talk about them. And then their shit goes real dark there, where they almost die. Then they have to get into space, so their stuff gets better. Gets them into this zone of mutiny, where they meet the twin again. The twin that killed their mother because of them. Maybe they meet there. What happens at that point? Maybe they just stop. I don't know. But that might be interesting, to have the gang that killed their mother appear in a mutiny as all on the same side later. Some form of mutiny, please. Yeah. Some zone of mutiny. Oh yeah, we should just draw that in actually, shouldn't we? Need to turn the light on soon. I can't see, Captain. The zone of mutiny has to be around the boss battle. Maybe just before. Just after. I don't know. Let's put it in here. Zone of mutiny. I think a lot of mutiny needs to happen. And it starts low. I'm just going to draw this in, it doesn't exist. Oh no, the zone of mutiny, no, because the zone of mutiny needs to happen when the middle happens. That's when it starts. So like, it has to happen here when this starts happening here. And then it's pretty much out of our storyline by like there. Zone. Let's put mutiny. Will I do that? Let's do it down here. I don't have any room down here. Mutiny. Mute and A. It's fine. Because when when the middle happens, loads of people die, loads of ships get killed, and loads of planets get destroyed. So that starts the mutiny against the corporations. So it has to start round about there and then hit its climax like there. And then we're into the personal. So this is like this section in the mutiny section is the big space battles and everybody's picking sides, and then we need to draw a curtain across that so it goes on in the background, and then this end section is when our characters are fighting with themselves, fighting morally with themselves. So we've got a lot of heroes, we've got a few villains, we've got a few middle, it's like characters that should be protected by storyline or not. I really want that. I really want some people to die that really we didn't think would die. I thought it was going to be Trella. Maybe it still is Trella. Who can say? But there we go. Character arcs. How about that? That's the zone of mutiny. The dotted line. Yeah. The zone is within the dotted line. Yeah. Mutiny, bitches. This is so much fun. Why was I not doing this like a way earlier? Look at that. Let's just do that wee dotted line. Let's just get this dotted line back in. Dotted line, oh yeah, I'm dotting a line by rubbing it out. You can tell I can't draw, but that's okay, Bosh. Bish bash bosh. Zone of Mutiny. So there we go. Octothorpe helps with the mutiny. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe, you know, the gangster takes out Raj. Who can say? Maybe all, who knows? But this has absolutely really helped me understand where my story is going afterwards. I think now that I've decided who's doing the smashing at the end, who's responsible for the end, has kind of helped as well. So yeah, so I was on the train coming back and forward. I went to London yesterday for a bit of work and then came back up on the train on the same day, and I wrote the section where the kids come off Earth, the twins come off Earth, how they escape Earth, and then how they get found by Lynch. And while I was while I was writing that, I realized that my ship design is the wrong way around. So I have to flip it. Because I need the cargo bay doors to be on the starboard side. And at the moment they're on the port side. And they're probably too big, to be fair. So I think that'll be my next job. And I maybe, you know, now that I've worked out this way of streaming, I could probably just stream that when I go to work on it. So maybe there'll be an extra stream tomorrow or, you know, whatever. But realistically, I just need to, like, put on Drag Race and get this stuff drawn and written. That's what I need to do. So I think that's it. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been just over an hour of me talking to myself, talking to you, having a nice time in the chat. It's been lovely actually having people in the chat with us live for the first time. That is amazing. So thank you, the Rock family, and Lawrence, of course. That's been great. It's been fan-dabby-dozy. That's very good. I think if I do other exercises like this again, I will keep them public so that people can see there's stuff going on. I might do a few more public ones, just to try and get people onto Patreon. If you like what I do, please share it with people you think might be into it as well. It's the only way it's going to get out there. So yeah, how do I turn this?